This is RTA 25 News at 10.
Topping tonight's newscast, the CTA's budget for next year. It also contains chances for a fare decrease and some changes for future projects. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Rondell Joseph. Welcome to RTA 25 News at 10. The budget calls for making a slash to all price passes and getting rid of the 25-cent charge for the first transfer. According to Streets Block Chicago, the hope is to make this summer's fare change permanent for 2022, slashing some major fare changes from 2013. It would also mean reducing fare prices for the 30-day pass from $105 to $75, which was its original price back in 2005 until 2009 when it jumped to $86. And the CTA and Pace 7-day pass, which was revived back in 2009, would jump from $33 to $25. The budget mentions potential changes to simplify transfers between CTA, Metra, and Pace, as well as making a 30-day pass good for a specific month rather than 30 days from when it was activated. Although those changes would be contingent on the approval of the other agency's board of directors. And also new here on RTA 25 News at 10 tonight, the projects for the CTA propose a budget which will allocate $345 million towards the current project in progress. On the section of the red and purple lines between Lawrence and Bryn Mawr, the red and purple modernization project. Also another $358 million would go to the Red Line Extension project, which would expand the red line south of 95th and State to 130th. So far, money is still being spent on preparation work, finishing the environmental impact study, and beginning the engineering study. Plus $23 million would go towards a station rehabilitation, notably making the Austin and Lake Green Line stop wheelchair accessible. And $17 million would go to the Priority Bus Zone program, which is a collaboration with the CTA and CDOT, where the two agencies work together to figure out speed and reliability on the major bus routes. Now, as for the CTA buses, the transit agency will spend $287 million over the next 5 years, which would be around 2027, to replace 500 buses, including buying 70 electric buses. The charging infrastructure will be built at 103rd Garage over at 103rd and Stony Island, which serves a number of CTA Southside routes. The CTA hopes to have 25 electric buses in service by the end of next year. Coming up when RTA 25 News at 10 continues, a man is acquitted for living at O'Hare Airport last year. Plus, a person is injured after an argument at a CTA Blue Line stop. And the Dredhead Cowboy is back in the news for his trial preparation. We'll have those stories and briefly tonight when the News at 10 returns.
RTA 25 News at 10 continues.
Welcome back, everyone. The stories tonight have some crazy things, but hey, what do you know? It's RTA 25. So here's a look at some of the stories that are in RTA 25's briefly tonight. A man is injured after a stabbing during an argument, according to Chicago police. This all happened at the Chicago Blue Line stop around 2:15 this morning. One man broke a bottle and hit the victim in the face. The man was taken to a hospital in good condition. So far, no arrests have been made. A woman is arrested after stealing an Amazon truck. This happened around 1:15 this afternoon when she took out an unspecified sharp object, threatened two men, and hijacked an Amazon delivery truck with the driver still inside along Devon Avenue. She later fled, only to be caught by police in the 6700 block of North Maplewood Avenue.
Well, then that's when the Amazon guy was like, she stole the Amazon truck. And that's when I seen the police coming down, and I was just waving them to hurry up so he can come get her before she took off running. And then he came, and then she said, I have a gun, after the police was trying to go after her.
The Amazon truck apparently crashed into one car and a tree before the arrest. No injuries were reported. She was taken to the hospital for an evaluation. A man is acquitted of charges stemming from trespassing at O'Hare Airport. Aditya Singh spent 3 months living in a secure terminal in O'Hare last October until January. The 37-year-old man said he stayed at the airport because he felt the coronavirus pandemic made him afraid to fly. Back in January for his arrest, the TSA, which regulates the Chicago Department of Aviation, determined that Singh did not violate airport regulations. Tribune reports Singh is expected to appear in court on Friday on an escape charge for allegedly violating terms of his electronic monitoring while on bond for the trespassing charge. Briefly tonight continues now. Adam Hollingsworth, aka the Dredhead Cowboy, says he's calling Mayor Lori Lightfoot to testify at his trial. According to Sun-Times, the judge warned Hollingsworth that he'll be going to trial at the end of November, whether he's ready or not. He's representing himself against the animal cruelty charge stemming from the horseback ride from last September of 2020, when he took on the Dan Ryan Expressway from 47th Street to 95th and Lafayette to raise the awareness of violence against youth. Now, back in May, he resurfaced with another protest shutting down the Dan Ryan Expressway at Garfield Boulevard. He and 4 others were arrested for that protest. As for trial preparations, Hollingsworth apparently did not know that he would be required to serve the subpoena himself, and says that he'll likely serve the mayor either at her home or City Hall. So far, no comment from the mayor's office. A threat clears out Chicago's WTTW 11 yesterday. This happened 30 minutes before the broadcast of Chicago Tonight. According to Feeder, police were called to the building located on North St. Louis Avenue without explanation. All WTTW and WFMT employees were ordered to leave the building at once. No incident was reported, and area detectives are currently investigating. CBS 2's Brad Edwards and news director Jeff Harris were honored with the Edward R. Murrow Awards in New York yesterday. Edwards accepted the award for excellence in writing for the main series Getting Hosed. Also, WBBM TV accepted the award for overall excellence, which includes stories of the Budge raid series Unwarranted and other investigative stories. Congratulations to you, CBS 2. You deserve it. That is a look at the stories in Briefly Tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back. Finally, here at 10, the CTA has announced some planned work tonight on the Red Line beginning at 11 o'clock. Trains will board and exit on the Howard-bound side of the platform at Garfield Red Line. Trains will also operate between 63rd and 47th in both directions, resulting in minor delays. This is all due to signal maintenance work. Plus, on the Blue Line, track maintenance is being performed for trains to run safely. So trains will board and exit at the Forest Park side of the platform at Kedzie Holman Station, and all trains will operate between Pulaski and Western on the same track. Both of those alerts are expected to last until tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. Check CTA's website at transitchicago.com for more information. That'll wrap up RTA 25 News at 10 for this Thursday night. Thank you for being with us. I'm Rondell Joseph. Our news continues tomorrow morning at 4:30 a.m. Have a safe night.